Hi. Hi again. Sorry, some technical problems, but we're getting there. So, welcome to this class. It should be working now. I hope so. And so let's get started. Welcome to this gentle flow. I'm Fanny, and today, relaxing flow. Let's see if that works. So we're gonna start by sitting in cross-legged position. So come into cross-legged using a block if needed, or sitting down directly onto your mat. You can rest your hands onto your lap. And then closing the eyes, take a moment to arrive in your practice. Sitting nice and tall, try to find length in the spine, finding length in your neck as well. We try to find a sense of softness into the body, to the shoulders and face. Trying to be here in this moment, but nowhere else. We start to pay more attention to the breath. Taking deep inhales through the nose. Deep exhales through the nose as well. Noticing that rising and falling sensation as you breathe in and out. Noticing how you're already starting to quiet the mind through this mindful breath. We're taking one last round of breath here. And on the exhale, you can start to gently open the eyes. From here, sending the arms overhead, we inhale. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the chin towards the chest, arms towards your legs. Inhale, come up, open the chest. Exhale to round. Tailbone is in. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round. From here, we reach the arms overhead once more. This time on the exhale, we're moving towards our tabletop position on our hands and knees. So here you are in your tabletop, going for some movements with your hips. So drawing some circles with your hips in one direction. And then in the opposite direction. And from here we meet back in tabletop position, neutral spine, pressing your hands down. We start to extend the right leg back. Toes tucked under, you're sending that right heel all the way back. Feeling a nice stretch at the back of your right leg. And from here, that right leg is coming up. with your toes pointing down, hips are squared, and you start bending that right leg. On your next inhale, you're gonna send that right knee up, chest is open. On the exhale, the knees moving towards the nose, you're rounding the spine. Inhale, reach that right knee up. Exhale, round. Inhale to come up. And exhale, round. Last time, inhale, come up. And exhale to round. From here on your next inhale, straighten that leg, right leg, toes pointing down, and then release the foot back down onto the mat. You might want to do some movements here. Just listen to your body, how it wants to move. Do anything that feels good. And then we meet back in our tabletop again. We go for the other side. So start extending the left leg back. Toes tucked under. Back heel aiming all the way back. You look in between your hands for now. And you reach that left leg up. If you feel a bit wobbly, you can always tuck the right toes under for more balance. From here, bend the left leg, send the knee up. Keep your hips squared, open the chest. Exhale to round, knee to nose. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we round. Inhale, lift the knee all the way up. Exhale to round. From here, extend that left leg back, toes pointing down. Engage the core muscles. And exhale, we release. Again, doing anything that feels good at this point. Any movement your body needs right now. And then we meet back in our tabletop. So your hands are coming slightly forward here. We're tucking the toes under and moving towards our downward facing dog. So send your hips high up. Take a moment here to adjust to the pose. Pressing your hands actively. We breathe. You're looking towards your ankles to keep your neck relaxed and soft. And from there, start walking your feet forward. They're coming in between your hands. Your legs are bent. You're grabbing your opposite elbow, relaxing the neck, and swaying from side to side. Connecting the belly to the thighs. And releasing your hands, legs bent. Let's roll all the way up. Slowly, slowly, we roll the shoulders away from the ears. We're in our mountain pose. So make sure here to actively press the feet down. You want to connect the four corners of the feet onto the mat. We breathe. And we interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades together. Open the chest. Look up. Breathing in here. Breathing out. Falling down. All the way down. Legs can be bent. Your neck is relaxed. You're sending your hands all the way up towards the sky. We breathe. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the spine. Modify it halfway up. Look down. On your next exhale, you release. Hands down, we're sending the right leg back. Press your hands down. Left leg follows. We are in plank position. Aligning the wrists with the shoulders. Feel free to drop the knees from now on if you want to. Wherever you are, you're still breathing. And for everyone, we're releasing the knees down onto the mat, top of the feet flat. We start bending the elbows. We're going all the way down, slowly with control. Hands directly under the shoulders, elbows close towards the rib cage. Inhale to lift up for your cobra. Exhale, we release. Let's do this once more. Inhale to come up. Exhale to release. Tucking the toes under. We're finding an active child's pose. So hips moving all the way back towards your heels. We breathe here. And then we meet in downward facing dog. We're sending the right leg up towards the sky, keeping the hips squared. On the exhale, that right foot is coming forward in between your hands, lowering the left knee down. Feel free to place a blanket under that knee if needed. From here, we are reaching the arms overhead. Keep your hips up at that point. Check the alignment of your knee, right knee with the right ankle. And on your next exhale, you're going to find your cactus arms and you're letting your hips move forward and down. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we open. Think about your core muscles. You want to keep them engaged as you move through this sequence to protect the lower back. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, hands down onto the floor. We're taking the left toes under, left knee is coming up, and you're stepping that left foot forward, finding your flat back. Inhale. Exhale, release. Let's go all the way up. Circle the arms overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Bring the shoulder blades together. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Legs bent. Keep your palms together. Your neck relaxed. You're looking in between your legs. On your next inhale, straighten the legs. Straighten the spine. Modified halfway. Exhale, we release, hands down onto the floor. We go for the other side. Left leg is going back, low lunge. You're pressing your hands down, sending the right foot back as well for high lunge, high plank, or modified plank with the knees down. Your choice. Try to build that nice line from the crown of your head all the way to your back heels, to your heels. Engaging the core muscles. Exhale to release your knees if they were up. Bend the elbows. We're going down. Press your hands down. Point the feet. Inhale, lift the chest up. Cobra. Exhale, release. Once more for your cobra. Inhale up. Keep your elbows next towards you. Exhale, we release. We move towards our active child's pose. Taking the toes under, sit bones towards your heels. And from there, press your hands down, lift up, downward facing dog. Breathing here. We're reaching the left leg up. Keep your hips square. No need to send that left leg super high. Keep on pressing your hands down. Exhale. Step the left foot forward in between your hands. Release the right knee down. Top of the foot is flat onto the mat. And then you will reach the arms overhead. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And from there, on the exhale, cactus, lower your hips down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale for your cactus. Inhale, come up. Exhale, cactus. Keep on breathing as you move, reaching the arms overhead. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale to open. We reach the arms up again. Inhale. This time exhale, hands down onto the floor. Tuck the toes under, lifting the right knee up, and we're stepping that right foot forward. Finding halfway up, we inhale. Exhale, we release. We're coming all the way up, so reach the arms overhead. Inhale. On the exhale, we're bringing the hands towards heart center in a mountain pose. So eyes can be closed here if you don't feel dizzy. Noticing the new heat you're creating from within. And we start to open the eyes again. And on your next inhale, we're circling the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, we're sending both feet back, finding a plank position or modified plank as we did before. You decide if you want to go for the full chaturanga or the modified version. Full chaturanga on an exhale, send your shoulders over wrists and bend the elbows going down. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We breathe here. And on your next inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, we're sending that right foot forward in between our hands. Staying here, the left knee stays up this time. We're coming all the way up. Reach the arms overhead. High lunge. We bring the hands towards heart center here. If you feel a bit wobbly today, stay here. If you want to go for the next step, then we're moving the torso forward and finding a twisted lunge. So the left elbow is against the outside of your right leg. Press your hands together so that they stay in the middle of the chest and breathe. And we're coming out, coming back to center. Find your balance. Extend the arms overhead. One last inhale here. On the exhale, open for your warrior two. So aligning the front knee with the front ankle, we engage that back leg. We breathe. So you're in your warrior two position, and here we're gonna straighten that front leg. So both legs are straight. We're going for our triangle. So reach the right fingers forward and down, but be careful of keeping your spine nice and long. You don't want it to round, so don't go too low if you feel the spine is rounding. We breathe, we look up if that's okay for the neck, or down if it feels nicer. And from here we come up on an inhale. Exhale, release the arms. So you're gonna have your feet coming on the same line with your toes pointing slightly inward or at least parallel to one another. And here we're interlacing the fingers behind the back, rolling the shoulder blades together. Inhale to open the chest. On an exhale, you're going halfway down, finding a long spine. Relax your neck. And then you're going all the way down, releasing your hands down onto the mat. And see if you can grab your big toes with your peace fingers here. And you're sending your head down towards the mat. Doesn't mean that it's touching it today, but that's the direction it's aiming for. So adjust your feet accordingly. Feel that nice stretch at the back of your legs. Going a little deeper with each exhale. And then we release. Press your hands back to center. And you're going to bend that right leg. And you start walking your hands towards the right foot. You're framing that right foot. From here, we're sending the right leg all the way back and up. Three-legged dog. Inhale. On the exhale, you can release that right foot back down onto the mat. And let's go for the other side. Inhale, we reach the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, we step that left foot forward in between our hands. Feel free to use your left hand to press that foot forward, finding that alignment between your knee and ankle, yes. And then we reach the arms overhead for high lunge. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe you bring your hands towards heart center. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe you're finding a twisted lunge. Activating that back leg, pressing your hands together. We breathe. Looking over the left shoulder. And with control, come back to center, extend the arms overhead, breathe here. Now on the exhale, we are opening for our warrior two position. So stay in your warrior two, using your hands to adjust the spine, having the tailbone in, making sure you're not arching too much here. Arms on the same line. And we start to straighten that front leg. From here, we're finding our triangle. So reach your left fingers forward and then down to find that triangle. So you have your left fingers pointing towards the mat, but that doesn't mean they are in contact with the mat. Maybe you're lifting the chest a little bit higher up so you can keep the torso nice and long. The chest open, and we're gazing up if that's okay for the neck. We breathe. And inhale to come up. And from here, exhale, release the arms. Move your feet on the same line. And this time you have your toes pointing towards opposite direction. So towards the edges of the mat. And from here, you can have your hands onto your hips. And on an exhale, you start to bend your legs, finding a goddess pose. So tailbone is in here. Use your hands to feel that. You're bending the legs. And on your next inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in front of the chest, you are bending the legs again. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend. Once more, inhale, come up. Exhale to bend. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, goddess pose. So we stay here. We breathe. Hands can be in front of the chest, or you can find any variation that feels nice. Just exploring your options. Just feeling for yourself that fire you're creating in your legs. And on your next inhale, we come up again. And you're bringing your feet slightly closer together, still more than hip width distance. You want to have your toes still pointing towards opposite direction. And then we bring our hands towards heart center. We breathe in. And out, we start bending the legs. And slowly, slowly, we're going all the way down towards our Yogi Squat. So might be that you need a block under the sit bones, might be that your heels are up. That's perfectly fine. Just breathe here. Take a moment to move. Maybe releasing one hand down, extending the opposite arm towards the sky. Maybe staying with the initial pose. And then we meet back in center. And we release our sit bones down. Legs in front of us. going to finish with a supported bridge pose. So make sure to have a block next to you. And you're going to place your spine back onto the mat. Legs are bent. And you're grabbing your block. We're going to place it under the sacrum. So it's a bit lower than the lower back. And you can stay here in a supported bridge pose, choosing the right height for you for the block. You can have your knees maybe pointing slightly inwards if it feels nicer with your feet widely apart. Or if you want to have the legs extended and away from each other, you're going a little deeper into the opening here and maybe sending the arms overhead. Eyes closed. Finding a deep sense of relaxation here, not engaging any muscles. Taking a few more breaths here in this pose. And slowly we start bending the legs again, connecting the sole of the feet to the mat. And very mindfully start to lift your hips a little bit higher so you can remove the block from under you. And then release your spine onto the mat. Notice the extra space you've created. And start moving your legs from side to side. Gentle twist. And then we're bringing the knees towards us, hugging them. And again, swaying from side to side to massage the spine. And when you're ready, you can find your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So laying down onto your back, making yourself super comfortable for this final resting pose. Adjusting the body so that it can fully relax, so that it can fully let go. And you can stay here for 5-10 minutes, for as long as you want. Just enjoying this resting pose, enjoying this peaceful space you've created for yourself, and using this opportunity to let the benefits of your practice soak in. So I'll leave you to it. Enjoy. And enjoy also the rest of your day. Thank you for joining this class.